Next on Watch the Damn Tape, we're going to get into that TCU Texas Longhorn game. What it do, folks? It's the Beat Shuffle. Watch the damn tape. Hit that like, that share, that subscribe button. Hit that bell to get notified when I drop my next video. New subscribers, I appreciate you joining. Hope you enjoy the show. Old subscribers, thank you for helping me push this platform and continue to build this thing. Let's get into this game. The Longhorns won 58-47. Game was tight early. They only scored 13. Texas only scored 13 points in the first quarter. TCU scored 9. Second quarter was rough. It was a rough first half. Texas had 23. TCU had 21 at halftime. Not the greatest scoring you can ever imagine. But they'll say it was defense. This was bad basketball. Especially early. It was extremely bad basketball, especially on TCU's part. They couldn't buy a shot. And for the life of me, this tournament has really shown me a lot about the state of college basketball, and it's shown me a lot that Caitlin Clark brought to the game. Bigs in women's sports have terrible footwork, and they don't dominate like they should. In season, yeah, when you're playing Baptist University or Wayland University or Way Out There University and their center is 5'11 and you're 6'7, you look like you're dominating. Sedona Prince, 29 points, 1 of 4. She should get 4 touches every quarter, minimum. That's a minimum. She ended up with 4 points. And this is supposed to be a number 1 draft pick. A number 1 draft pick going into the WNBA this coming season. 4 points in the most critical game you're playing up to this point. TCU consistently scored terrible. Scored 12 in the third, 14 in the fourth. Haley Van Lith, 39 minutes, 3 of 15. Did most of her damage in the fourth quarter. Just basically driving to the basket and getting fouled. That was it. And she ended up with 17. Madison Connor, 4 of 11, had 9 points. Now in comparison, when they played against Notre Dame, they basically played out of their mind. Against Notre Dame, Sedona Prince, Madison Connor, and Haley Van Lith combined for 60 points. The team shot 50%. Against Texas, they combined for 30 points. They shot 28%. That's not going to get you a win anywhere in the country. You could be playing Wayland Baptist Place. Excuse me, they shot 26%. Terrible. Just terrible. Terrible numbers. Terrible. Van Lith was the only person in double figures. Madison Connor had 9. They shot 20% from the 3-point line. 4 of 20. This game showed me a lot about TCU, and I can tell that Texas and Coach Schaefer really scouted them well. Texas did what Notre Dame got lackadaisical on. They pressured the hell out of Haley. If Haley can't handle this pressure in this league, it's going to be tough sledding next year for her in the W. I'm just being honest. She'll have a rougher go at it than Caitlin Clark had. And Caitlin Clark's got better handles. and is a lot bigger guard. Van Lith lived off screens. And when they played Notre Dame got lazy and went around screens, and Haley would just fire up threes and jumpers. Texas was going through them screens, getting around them quicker, meeting her at the point where she wanted to get the ball off, stop that shot. That's why she shot 3 of 15. 3 of 15 went 10 of 11 from the line. She had the worst game at the worst time. For all the victim narrative, she did turn around her career at TCU, but she's had a great career. You had one spell that was disappointing at LSU, and people pointed it out, and ESPN decided to run with it because they have no storylines this season. So Haley Van Lith was the convenient storyline, and that's why Chanae Omawai kept saying the disrespect is as loud as make your praise be as loud as your disrespect. Sweetie, Haley Van Lith made a mistake going to LSU. That's on her. We just pointed out. Y'all got to get out y'all's feelings. Texas didn't score that well either. They only shot 39%, shot 66 from 3, but they only took 3 3-pointers, made 2 of them. Madison Booker was 8 of 17 for 18 points. Rory Harmon had 13. Rory Harmon hit some big shots this game. And really, more importantly, her defense and the harassing of Haley Van Lith. I mean, she almost fouled out. She had 4. She had 4 going into the 4th. Almost fouled out. The player that really stepped up was Kyla Oldacre. Her defense on Sedona Prince, along with Taylor Jones. Give Taylor Jones a big round of applause. 24 minutes, only scored 7 points. Oldacre only scored 9. But there was pivotal points in this game, especially in the 4th. Sedona Prince was not in foul trouble. Sedona Prince picked up her 4th foul on an inbounds by TCU that Kyla picked off and basically ran 3/4 court. I mean, on a fast break by herself, one-on-one with Sedona. Goes up for the layup, makes it. Sedona fouls her and 1. She hits the free throw. That was huge. That gave Sedona 4. Then on another play, Sedona's caught in a switch. She's on Madison Booker. Madison Booker pulls up. She taps that elbow. That was her 5th. She went out of the game at 6 minutes. TCU was still kind of in it at that point. Their whole offense was dismantled because Texas would swarm Sedona. She'd kick it out, or somebody else would kick it out of the post. Their shooters failed them this game. It wasn't the same. It wasn't like Notre Dame where they shot a high percentage. They shot 50% that game, like I said earlier. Texas's guards, Jordan Lee, all played very well. Harmon played well. Preston was really impressive. Really impressive. Only played 9 minutes, but all they had to do was disrupt Haley Van Lith. That was the key. Stop the TCU guards. We can handle Sedona. Sedona didn't show up this game. Haley Van Lith had her worst game, and that's what ultimately got Texas the victory. Texas hit a couple shots late, extended the lead. TCU wasn't coming back. Texas moves on, and TCU gets to come home. Get ready. Those ladies get ready for that WNBA draft. It's finally, their careers are finally over. Y'all have been in college, it seems like forever. So it's time to move on. But congrats to the Longhorns. Let me know what you guys thought about this game. This game was entertaining, but the sloppy play early damn near made me turn this game off. But let me know what you guys thought. Until next time, peace.